when I had a chance to go away to school at Arizona State, on the weekends we used to go riding, you know, and I think that's what started it. When we bring, say, like a young kid in here, 7 to 8 years old, that's never been around a horse, that's just seen them on TV, they're terrified. Horses, because they're intimidating, you know what I'm saying? But then, once we start to working with them, you know, we get them to the point where they'll lead this big animal. Can you imagine what that does to one? You know, 2 days ago they was terrified. Now they're leading this big, huge animal, you know, just with his fingertips. So you have to cooperate with this horse to get this horse to cooperate with you. So it teaches cooperation. Powerful animal. You know, that's where the self-esteem and all that other thing. And it's one of the things I've been doing for 30-something years is researching my family, because I think it's nice to know black history, African-American history, but it's best to know about your family, where you're from, you know, to get a better understanding of what's happening to you. So that's another thing I talk to young people about, their family history, and then you get into the black history and all the other stuff like that. So when my kids were very young, like Lance, he was about 12 years old. I remember us going to a horse auction, and I wanted to buy him a cowboy hat, and Lance refused the cowboy hat. He said, "Dad, because all that's doing is imitating a white man." You know, he was just 12 years old. Then that's when I realized that he didn't understand the history of the black cowboys, the Black West, and the contributions that African Americans played in it. So that's when I start getting material and stuff together, so, you know, that my kids could read, so they can get a true understanding. We're not imitating anyone. If you're the origin of the word cowboy is really a black person. So there's a history there. If you really get into the history of the West, and we call it the Black West, it was the blacks who settled the West, you know, including the Buffalo Soldiers. They're the ones who fought the Indians. So it's that history that I end up trying to teach my kids. Now we pass that on, because that's one of the things we do down here, is teach the history of the Black West and the Buffalo Soldier.